wanted to ask you about Bradley being the first American manager in the EPL. What does that say?
I think it's an important milestone for U.S. coaches. Obviously, it's very inspiring to see an American coach who started in college and worked his way into the pros and then into the national team and make it now with the opportunity to make it in the Premier League. And it's the first time ever. And that's really motivating. It's really inspiring to see that. And I think it's a huge milestone for for a coach like myself, who's a young American coach who's followed him. And certainly I've had a similar path to this point, starting in college and then being in the pros. And, he won his first championship pretty early in Chicago. And so, I'm really, I think what's most inspiring is how determined he's been. I think that's a real key in coaching. When you look at his path, he was determined as a college coach to do well and to make it in the pros, and he got his chance, and then he did well with Chicago, and then a couple setbacks with New York, and with Chivas he left to go with the national team to be an assistant, and then he got the opportunity to be the national team coach interim, and then won the job, and then had a good World Cup, and then was let go, and then lands in Egypt and doesn't qualify, and then has a really successful campaign with Staubach, and takes a real jump there, and so I think for me that's what it's about in coaching. It's about being determined and being resilient, and you're gonna have times where you fail, and every coach does, and he's had those moments. He's had those highs and lows, like every good coach, and he's remained determined. And I think that's what really, for me, is the most inspiring thing to see, because that, again, in looking to have role models, right? You see all the clubs he's been with, and the national teams, and some of the ups and downs, and you can follow that path. And he's just kept going and kept fighting, and kept being determined and kept believing in himself. And he's gotten this opportunity now because of that, and so I think he's a great role model for a coach like myself, a young American coach, to see what he's done and how he's done it. Thanks.